been in many indie films myself. I have friends who are indie film producers and directors, writers. So it's close to my heart. It's such a pleasure today to have in our studios Patrick Devaney, actor, director, talking about his new film, Amirage. It's a sci-fi fantasy. So, welcome, Patrick.
Hello. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. Happy holidays.
Welcome, Patrick. How are
You like the
you?
antlers?
I'm digging the antlers.
Awesome.
They're very, very cool.
So you digging my earrings
I was
too?
just going to say, look.
They look like a piece of
They are
carpet.
spectacular. They're very reflective. I like
I figured for the holiday season, I'll just wear some red. Not that I need any more red with the popcorn. Would you like some
This
popcorn?
is true. Oh, I'm good. I've had like 5 bowls of it already.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay, you're
Yeah,
done.
I'm overloaded on it. Yeah, but thank you. But thank you,
Okay.
yes.
So, how did you get involved with Amirage?
Amirage came to me when I was originally reading this. The original story was in Heavy Metal magazine in December 1982. I was a freshman in high school.
This goes back.
And this goes back way back. And I was a freshman in high school, and I would devour anything sci-fi or heavy metal, things like that. And I was reading this story, and it just stuck with me. And it was this one little story in a magazine that was all about gun violence and craziness. There was this one story that was kind of hopeful, and it just stuck with me. And all these years later, I realized, I've been doing films for a while. I could probably do a convincing version of this. And in that time, I'd kind of written it in my head and expanded on the original story. I found the original artist. He's still living in France. He still does murals for the metro system, and he's this animator over there.
Awesome.
Very well known in Europe. His name is Kaza. And I contacted him, and he said, I'm all for it. And here are my producers, here are my lawyers, here are my directors, and we got contracts together, and we made this 34-minute short film.
Have you submitted to any film festivals yet?
We've been submitting since last January, and we just got admitted into our 21st film festival.
Oh,
heck,
wow.
congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
It just goes to show, this has been a work in progress since 1982. When you just follow through with something, you felt it was hopeful, you followed through, and you saw it to fruition, and it's happened.
I have, yeah. We've been doing, we're doing a number of different things, short films, doing feature films, a lot in the horror genre. I do my Zombie Hunter City of the Dead series. But I had a lot of talented people with me.
Are those web series?
It's actually a public access series that's
cool.
plays all over. It was playing in Brooklyn. It was playing in Queens since 2007.
Excellent.
It's all over the country right now.
Where can we find it? What's the social media or the website?
You can go to ZombieHuntersShow.com, or you can go on Amazon and look for Zombie Hunter City of the Dead. They're available for download. You can go into your local stores, actually on DVDs.
And I'll put it on our website. So
Yes,
for
please,
the viewers
thank you.
that definitely want to look into that.
Thank
I
you.
want to watch your
Appreciate
trailer.
that.
Can we go into that trailer?
Let's do it.
Absolutely.
Let's go into
I'm
that
excited.
trailer.
Sequence. It's like a future, some sort of society, futuristic society, or Explain a little bit.
The story revolves around one citizen in an either alien or a futuristic world where emotions they're not illegal, but they're frowned upon. It's not socially acceptable to have this. But she was raised in a family where they kept things from the previous world, little things, photographs, little mementos, and she remembers these things from her parents who are now gone. So she tries to bring back that kind of emotional tie back into her world, but no one's having it. So she goes through her everyday life, and every time she tries to make some kind of human connection, it doesn't work. And in her travels and trying to do this, she does affect people, but she doesn't realize it. In their society, there is a way to deal with your emotions. You can go into this machine and have your soul sucked out of your head.
And it has like some different graphics. Like I saw the thing on her head that was red, and then you had like the make-believe type of, is that blood?
Yeah,
or something?
that was interesting. They actually extract her soul out of that.
Yeah.
So she makes the decision that, I really can't go on like this anymore. I'm going to go to the machine. I'm going to be like everybody else. But it doesn't exactly take.
Well, that's interesting, because when people think about being desensitized or not feeling anything, why do I have to feel all of this? And imagine a society when you're not supposed to, you're not conditioned to feel anything. And like things like that, you think about photographs, things that make you feel a connection to past and present and to people that, are sentimental, that she holds on to. That's really cool. I love the concept of that. So I love the cinematography. That's fun. The colors. There's a certain kind of Technicolor aspect. Who'd you work with? How did you get that? And what was the idea behind it?
I used most of my crew from Zombie Hunters. I had two different directors of photography, Mark Boutros and Manny Serrano, and we also had additional camera work from Louis Cortez, and that's my normal crew for Zombie Hunters.
Shout out to the crew.
Absolutely, all the time.
Shout out to the crew.
Absolutely. The colors are really based on the original comic that Kaza did. I wanted to match up as much as the original that he did and try to bring it into this new medium. I was working on a film called Apocalypse Kiss out of Philadelphia. And it's a great movie. If you guys have seen that, go see Apocalypse Kiss. And on that set, I met a graphic artist named David Geschman. And he did all the animations for that you saw, things growing out of her head, and all the larger scale CGI work. And he was able to really take the original work and mimic exactly the colors. So
the music was good too. Yes.
The music's beautiful. A lot of it is classical, but a lot of it's also composed by a very gifted writer named Bernadette McCallion, who scores things like CSI and really
Wonderful.
Major stuff like that. And my sound crew, Charlie Maffia and Steve Montano, they recreated the entire sound bed for all these things. So I kind of guided them into what I wanted, but I left it into the hands of professionals, and they really just made this rich environment that was so beautiful.
So who were some of your inspirations, filmmakers and people that throughout, whether you've worked with them, people you've worked with, or people that you know of or would like to work with, who inspires your work, or what inspires your work?
For my horror stuff, it was always really originally George Romero. I loved watching Dawn of the Dead is my favorite film to this day. Just the guts that he had to make this Technicolor zombie nightmare in the mid-'70s. No one did that, and he just blew everybody away with it. It changed horror films forever. A director I really love today, though, is Guillermo del Toro. I've never seen a bad film by him. I could watch Pan's Labyrinth every single day. And I realized when I started watching more of his stuff, I was drifting away from more of the horror stuff and getting more into this science fantasy and this kind of strange type of fantasy world, which is where most of my work is going now. So yeah, Del Toro, absolutely.
You got some good ideas, and you got some good footage, and more to share with us. So we definitely have to have you back on the set.
Yes, I would love to be back.
So
absolutely.
I'm going to go ahead and make sure that with the viewers, we have all your information on our website and this trailer, of course. And then we're definitely going to have you back with another Part two. Maybe even some of your cast.
Sure.
We would love to have them on the set. And again, we thank you for coming to the show.
Thank you so much, Patrick.
Thank you so much.
And great having you.
Stay tuned to Part 2 with Patrick, because he will be back. So, again, thank you. And don't forget to visit movietalkshow.us. And I'm Lesley.
I'm Carrie. It's pretty awesome.
Taking it to the streets, that's how we do.
Yeah.
Indie films myself. I have friends who are indie film producers and directors, writers. So it really, it's close to my heart to be able to